I'm just a floating head in Futurama. That's my idea. I'm a head in a jar. Or I could be Two-Face. Or no face. Or a half face. Or just this.
disaster stream. Hello, everybody, and welcome. It is the 7th of July, 2024, and Kick Gamers got COVID. What? Let me dial this down. I was listening back to the last stream, and my sound alerts was way too loud. Yeah. Yes, hello, Perlocar. Hello, Deus Marionette, and hello, Kit. Hello, everybody. I hope your Sussy Baka Sunday is as agreeable. And I hope you're all happy, healthy, and hydrated. I am actually not. There's no water here. There's no water here. And in fact, that reminds me, you're like 2 of the 3. Hey, that's still passing though. $400 well spent. I'll tell you what, Perlocar, I feel like it was a great investment. And I even have a workaround when this stuff goes sideways. I unplug the USB-C port and plug it back in, and then all is right with the world. So, how is everybody's Sunday today? I hope you are all doing well. I'm actually doing very good because today's Sussy Baka Sunday is being brought to you by the Magical Butter Machine. That's right, ladies and gentlemen, the Magical Butter Machine. Making me forget what I'm saying in the middle of the sentence. Kit goes on to say, I got Rain World yesterday. Pretty interesting game. What is that game about? Sounds like Pal World, but with rain, right? It's like, I'm just kidding. I don't even know. But speaking of new things, we've got brand new emotes in the chat, including this. Could have sworn I had more. I'm gonna have to go back and look at it. Again, the Magical Butter Machine is the reason for the season, and the season of Dawn Trail is upon us. Final Fantasy XIV Online. I can't wait to play it. Oh, there they are. Thank you, Marionette. Thank you. Yes, I can already tell that it's going to be a good day. It's also a very hot day, so this may not be a marathon-style stream. I will be jumping in the pool today. Is that AI? It could be. Yep, you shared AI. You are perpetuating the thing that you hate, Marionette. Let's go. You play as a little slug cat thing, and your goal is to survive and explore the map. So, does anybody have the answer to this question? Let me just ask everybody here. I've seen some streamers where you can have the emotes like fired at a location, like have it hit me, for an example, or hit a target, for an example. Seeing Marionette dropping the tomato emotes in the chat made me think, is there a way, is there a possibility that there's like a emote thing that fires off at you? I would love to see that. Seen that with VTubers. Yes. Yes. Thank you. And speaking of VTubers, did you see the shark VTuber girl? She was at that Dodgers game. Thank you. Thank you.
Yeah, that makes sense.
That sneeze, it like hurt the muscles in my neck. And Prolocar, what up, Pimp? I forgot to mention Prolocar's also in the house. In the house. Welcome. You have to be patient with me. This is the last day of my self-imposed vacation. That's right. For the week of January 4th, I took a little vacation and I did a lot of swimming and I got a lot of sun and I did a little bit of work and it was pretty good. I can, yes. Let's go! Speaking of the emoji Bukaki erupting all over my face, neck, and chest. Oh my god. Tal. DeMonte is back at the sub club. Thank you, my friend. What's good? How was the show over the weekend, my friend? I saw that you went out. What was the place called? Salt something wrestling. They also ran the same night that Pay Your Dues Pro Wrestling also had a show. We also had a amazing gender reveal show. That's right, you can rent out the RJ Meyer Arena for bachelor parties, bachelorette parties, birthday parties, and gender reveal parties. We had a lot of fun doing that. It was a lot of fun. It is a boy, so congratulations. Assault Wrestling Alliance, there you go, thank you. How was it? And not to be outdone, oh my God.
Damn, son, where'd you find this?
Ladies and gentlemen, kings and queens, and everybody in between, give it up for one of the standout students at the MCW Pro Wrestling Training Center production class. Give it up for Bang Bang.
I took it to my penthouse and I freaked it.
How are you, my friend? Thank you for stopping by. Thank you for the sub. Congratulations on becoming a member of the sub club. DeMonte says I'm planning on being at MCW Hollywood on November. Let's go. Let's go. And how about we give DeMonte a shout out, because DeMonte always supports this channel.
For the champion.
The least I can do is share their talents with the world.
She is once again.
Let's go! Holy hell! It's a heckin' hype train. Prolo car with 100 biddies. Thank you so much for the support. That's right, the hype train is in full effect. Prolo car, you're gonna have to wait because Dom DeMarco, he walked in the door with a sub as well, so we're gonna shout him out. I do not think he has any clips, but I'm sure Pro Locar does. He's actually been playing a lot of Elden Ring. I've been playing it off stream. I'm sorry. I get too tilted, and I'm also using a lot of guides.
Advance. How many more things?
But I'm going back to the old Elden Ring stuff,
Nope,
and I'm going back and getting.
a real boy. I'm sure he'll be just like you. I really sincerely doubt that, but I'm pretty sure he's going to have a lot of trauma, you know, from the whole idea, you know, he's going to have a lot of things to deal with and a lot of therapy time clocked for dealing with the whole made out of wood thing by some dude and spending time in a whale's mouth and talking to crickets. Oh, sweet.
There was some Final Fantasy 16 in there, so I'll allow it. Thank you, Prolocar, for the 100 biddies. Thank you, Dom. And thank you, DeMonte. You are all legends. Thank you so much.
If you're listening to this song, you are shadow cursed for eternity.
I'm having an excellent Sunday. This entire weekend has actually been a big buttery blur because, like I said before, I kind of went on a vacation this week. I did the least, and then on Friday and last night for Money in the Bank, and today I decided to indulge in some magical butter. Three days in a row, yes. Now it's got my mind all like this. So I couldn't think of a better excuse than to actually finally start on the Dawn Trail main scenario quest. When we last left our hero, I was collecting the Pictomancer and the Viper job classes. And anybody that knows Final Fantasy IX will see a lot of Final Fantasy IX references in this version of the game, in this patch, in this expansion. Obviously, Viper's a take on Zidane from Final Fantasy IX. There's a lot of references, and I hear that one of the areas is a direct homage to a very specific part in that game. So, yeah, I was playing Elden Ring earlier today, actually. Been playing a lot of Elden Ring off-screen because I get too tilted and I'm following guides. And now that I have the Relenia twin swords, I actually went back and found the talisman that gives me increased stats for multiple hits at the same time. And then there's also another talisman that I'm looking for that increases my dex. So that's actually what I've been doing. I actually got the mushroom armor and I went back to the Scarlet Rot place. I started working on the girl that you got, the girl that has the Scarlet Rot, you give her the needle. I just did that. So I'm making progress, but it's all in the old part in the game. And then when I get kind of like tired of that, I jump into the DLC portions of it and then play it then. So that's what I've been getting into on Elden Ring, but that's off camera. I feel like what I'm going to do is make events out of my big fights with these big bosses, like I did with Relenia, and what I'm going to be doing with the lion dog face thing. So do stay tuned for that. Holy shit, assassin kills in the Hey buddy, getting ready to sleep for work tonight. I'll see you next Saturday for the cup. Love you, brother. No, you. Because we love the boy Assassin Kills so much on this corner of the internet. Let's go ahead and show him some love. I shot him out. This is the best.
How many people? Jesus! Here, we'll just give you the entire roster after you do the tutorial.
Best clip, 10 out of 10.
And we'll literally give them to
Perfect,
you
no
one at a
notes.
time, so that way we're literally sitting on this screen for like 10 minutes.
Look, I'm not trying to put any... All I'm going to say is I'm going to spread awareness. That hype train that we just had, 69%. Very good, guys. Thank you all so much. This channel is not about support, but it is always appreciated. Thank you, guys. As my tips thing pops up down here. And my merch shop shows up down there. I got 2 merch shops, by the way. This air conditioning ain't cheap. I mean, I'm telling you, it is hot. And so, like I'm saying, we're going to do a little bit of the main scenario quest. And eventually I'll... this butter comes in waves. And whenever I first drink it, I'm good, I'm up, I'm good, or whatever. And then I'm almost overwhelmed and I get nauseous. But then once I see that through, then I'm nice and good and buttered up. And that's when I know I can get on stream and act like a functional human being for the most part. And once I start feeling the wave of nauseousness again, I know it'll be time to turn this off. I'll go and float in the pool so I can cool myself down and then get back at it, potentially. I don't know. Sometimes I say I'm going to come back on Sunday streams and it never happens. So the entire afternoon into evening into night is open, free and clear. I could stay up all night tonight if I wanted to. I am free and clear until Monday Night Brawl tomorrow. But that also means that we kick things off with a brand new week of Summer of Stepmania.
Keep on rocking it.
And this upcoming week's AI-generated waifu theme will be sunflowers and sundresses. That's right. Lucky you, because I have to work tomorrow. Look here, listen. I had gainful employment since since I graduated high school. That's a long time. It's a long time. I put in a lot of work to be able to go buy a house and then sell it and make some money and then just work on the stuff that I want to do to make me money. I can actually say, as a statement of fact, I do get paid to play video games. So thank you. Thank you for that. Pays all the bills here. And I'm able to live a very comfortable, meaningful life. And I appreciate each and every one of you for helping me do that. And of course, I have to thank the in real life female waifu for making this all happen. That's right. The heart of MCW, aka my heart. We're trying to get her on stream soon. She wants to play Lego. And I'll be damned if Darkside Phil does Lego on stream. before somebody infinitely more appealing to the eye and to the senses as the lovely heart. But we're now closing in on the first half hour of the stream. I'm telling you guys, it's going to be a lot of good stuff coming up in the future. I have been putting in a lot of work on the YouTube channel. I've been switching things up over on Twitch. Yeah, Lego W. Thank you. We do love Lego. I liked gummy ships in Kingdom Hearts. Let's just say that. Obviously. And then coming up real soon, Shamrock Cup. And then the Autumn Armageddon Tour. Oh my God. Making our rounds again. Taking our show on the road. And then, of course, more Elden Ring, more Step Mania, and the rest of the main scenario quest in Final Fantasy 14 Dawn Trail. So I can't think of a better way to transition out of this into that, than by hoping that you'll see me all on the other side of this. Hey, yo, welcome back to the shit show. So I'm gonna be honest and open, transparent with you guys. I already got my Viper to 82. He's kind of dripped out right now, but I would need to show you guys the Picto. Boy, the drip is out of control. Look at this weapon I got. I'm rocking the brush and the palette, bruh. What the fuck you think we're doing here? Oh, that's right, Marionette. There's no way I'm going to spoil any of this game for you. So my apologies. I should have warned you.
Here we go again.
But thank you so much for your company. Anytime that you spend here with us is greatly appreciated. Change the subject here. And then there's a reason why this music isn't playing, and that is because I turned it off. Because I was listening to YouTube music while I was leveling up my Picto and leveling up my Viper. But yeah, check this shit out. Picto is my new main. I love Picto. Picto's the GOAT. If you disagree with me, you are wrong. So give me a minute to get my bearings. 450, 412. Yes. All right. So I'm going to do something crazy. I'm going to do my duty finder. On the off chance that I'll get something to pop, it says 18 minutes. I highly doubt that. But let's go ahead and just jump into the main scenario quest. We're going to Old Charlian. There it is. Bro, I remember when all of this was brand new. Sheesh. I'm going the wrong way. Jess, good to see you. How are you, my friend? Welcome to the shit show. You hear this? I think this is from Final Fantasy IV. A new world to explore. This person has a message for you. I'm never going to attempt to figure out how to pronounce. Look, I'll just give it one try. Jika Sun Jika. Maybe. You guys figured this out. Welcome back. I have a word. It seems he's managed to secure passage to Toral aboard a guild ship vessel. Why don't you wait in the main hall while I go and inform of your travel companions? It should only take a moment. Where's the designated location? I guess I should get out of my duty finder. And as always, thank you, Jess, for helping me get the watch time hours up over on the YouTube channel. We are so close. We're down to like the last 580 some watch time hours. It's always appreciated. That person gave us the good news. We've made ready to set sail at a moment's notice. The only one yet to arrive is Aaronville himself. They got cat girls and bunny boys for all the furries out there. I wouldn't. You're all here. It took some persuasion, but the Gleaner's Guild ship has granted us places aboard a vessel bound for Doral. There'll be other passengers, researchers, and artisans and the like, so we'll need to share deck space. That's fine, Aaronville. I doubt anyone expected we'd have a ship all to ourselves. They're not casting off just yet, so if you have any lingering concerns, now is your time to voice them. I wouldn't call it a concern, but everyone's still clear on what it is we will be doing in Toral, yes? We've not forgotten. I officially finished 100 episodes of 2K19 if anyone wants to check it. Holy hell! Lining up quite nicely with Deacon Storm Gaming's 100th episode of COD is War. His live streaming show he does every Monday evening. But congratulations, DeMonte. Big ups. Everybody do check out that YouTube link. Back to the game. The nation of Toriola is in the midst of deciding its next ruler. As your chosen allies, we shall assist you during the rite of succession and support your bid to become Dawn Servant. In addition to that, Alphanode and I have another objective. As part of its reconnaissance, as part of its reconstruction, Garlemald seeks ways to reconcile and re-engage with its neighbors. By visiting Toral, we hope to learn more about how its myriad cultures interact with one another, how they might find common ground, develop stronger ties, the sort of insights that might help our friends in Alzabard. But we'll pursue this goal in our own time. You can be assured that we will give the contest all due attention. You're just a side quest to me, pimp. That's all I ask. Otherwise, you're welcome to do as you like. You wanted to find out about your grandfather, right, Kryle? Yes, as far as we could determine from the old missive I found, he has been tasked with investigating the Golden City by your father, the Dawn Servant. I'm now on the road to 100 episodes of 2K18 Universe as I started 2 days ago. Holy shit. DeMonte doing the damn thing. Let's go. So now 100 of 2K19 and now 100 of 2K18. Yet oddly enough, back to the game, we have no record of what the investigation in our archives and nothing to explain the earring which accompanied the letter. Thus, for reasons both official and personal, I should very much like to get to the bottom of this mystery. I'm sure there'll be a chance to speak with Papa. You can get your answers right from the source. We've already been to the source, thank you. I look forward to meeting him. Actually, the source is here. In any case, you're not the only one with an interest in the City of Gold. The Golden City is a children's bedtime story. I'm part of this expedition only because the third promise has commanded that I serve as guide. Still playing the part of stoic servant, I see. What of you? Don't you dare tell me you've changed your mind. Hoist sail and let wind take us as she pleases. We won't make you dawn servant by standing here and talking about it. Damn! I could go wheresoever the adventure is to be found. Let's hoist sail and let the wind take us. 24, 23, 22, 19, and 2K18 pending. Sheesh! Sheesh! Let's go. Well said. We won't get far wallowing in the shallows. Right then, if we are still committed to the journey, then I say we make ready to depart. Do not forget, y'all, I'm a part of this contest that the lovely Lady Doll has put together. You can vote for me as the... Damn! Hold up. Wait, what? Hold up. Damn! This new armor, though. Hello there. Yeah, run away. I wasn't being a creep at all, honestly. Eager as they are, the others have already left for the harbor. We're not in danger of missing the boarding call, but perhaps we should be on our way as well. Oh, so polite. Vote for me in the other department. Right here at chaoscrownawards.com.
Savoring the moment? I can feel your excitement, your eagerness to explore the unknown.
Well, for once, the fate of the world doesn't rest on our shoulders. We might even get a chance to enjoy ourselves.
Do not be so quick to relax. Though Tural may seem but a short sail away on a map, the vast seas between brim with peril. The treacherous waters of Shade's Triangle alone have claimed countless vessels. Even following the safe route plotted by Admiral Buthiswin herself, this will be no pleasure cruise.
Perhaps, but my voyage here was uneventful enough, disappointingly so.
Either way, the two of you have first-hand experience, which will be of great comfort in the days ahead, I'm sure.
Aye, it's nothing new to us.
All aboard! We're casting off! It's time. I trust you have everything you need? And so does our ship cast off from the docks. We sail west, as Cattenbrand did some 80 years past, bound for the New World, known to her children as the continent of Tural.
Just wait, Papa. When this contest is said and done, it'll be your daughter who sits the throne. Me, Woklamat!
World map hype, let's go. Where are we on? this new continent is supposed to be like an American style thematic stuff. Very characterized, of course.
Smooth sailing so far?
Aye, so far so good. But this sea, she's a fickle one. Calm one moment, blowing a gale the next.
I'll take my rest while I can then.
Yeah, as the dude's suffering with this box over here, everybody else is working but him.
We left port what seems an age ago now, and we've seen naught but open water ahead. I knew Tural was far, but it's another thing to really know. Speaking of which, some of our fellow passengers have made this trip before. Several times, in fact. I was able to learn a few things about Tuliolal and the right of succession. Since we still have a long way to go, why not have a chat with them yourself? I'm sure you have questions of your own.
Tell me what to do.
You look out across these same waters, grandfather.
Try to pronounce that name. Visit to Tural. Voljeantine's the name. I was working at Ashtime's Aesthetics in Uldal, you see. My employment with them came to an end. That's why I visited Charlene in the hopes of starting over. While I was attempting and failing to find a new job, I seized the chance to board this vessel when I overheard room for another passenger had suddenly opened up. Told the Dawn servant welcomes all regardless of origin. So, Turulial seemed like the perfect place to begin anew. Hopefully things will be better this time. My story? Well, since you asked, I wanted to retrace the historic history of the great Keten Ram. You know, the first Eorzean to set foot on Tural almost 80 years ago, like Columbus. The Mamujah's leader is said to have welcomed Keten-Ram with open arms and sent him home with a bounty of silverware as a token of their friendship. But the real treasure was the crops he brought back. Potatoes, tomatoes, and corn, which spread across Eorzea like wildfire when his grand adventure led to a culinary revolution. The tales say Keten-Ram returned to Tural several times after that. His ship vanished during his last recorded voyage. He was never heard from again. That even a seasoned explorer like him could meet such an end is a testimony to the ocean's peril. I see you in Eorzea before, great and famous hero. God, had enough of this playing the simpleton. There was a time when we took great pains to maintain the deception, but with more of you Eorzeans coming to Tural, it's becoming practical. Besides, my mercenary days are over, and too many of our war band had fallen, so we head home to live our lives. An adventurer, I presume? I'm a merchant myself, based in Uldal. Specialty imports and exports, Eorzean and Turali both. If this is your first crossing the salt, as they say, you remember that the social norms of Eorzea this. Turn this down. It is not uncommon for the various races to be referred to instead by their names of certain clans. For the Moke, whatever, the Hetsaro, the Hothgar, the Zebral, not because every member of a given clan is of the same race, mind, but because many individuals of said race are associated with that clan. A fair assumption in certain cases, but take care not to give offense. What is that supposed to mean? Did you want to make a wager? We're taking bets on who will be sat next in the Dawn Servant's shiny chair. There are 4 claimants in the right of succession. Our young Wok Lamat being one of them, of course. But from what Marmol Jablok was telling us, Jesus God, these names. The other 3 are all strong contenders. Not too many keen to risk their coin on the 3rd promise. Heard about the clan names. We should have Wok Lamont and Aaronvale teach us the ones we should know. Actually, it's getting a little chilly up here on deck. Let's all gather in the cabin. Ooh. In the cabin, you said. Final Fantasy IX hype.
We're in for a proper storm, it seems.
How's your stomach? Any better?
I don't know what you mean. I don't get seasick.
It's Yuffie. It's Yuffie.
I'm just feeling a little nauseous is all.
That's me. That's me on the magical butter.
Isn't that what seasickness is?
Aaronville, you were born in Tyrol, yes? Do many Vieira live there?
The Shatona, as my people are called, have settlements mainly in the north, in Shaktural.
And your family?
I know nothing of my father, not even his name. As for my mother...
Look at these cinematics.
Oh dear.
Only elders have watch! This wind's too strong to take any sound! Man falling off the mast! We need help! Get him below decks first! Quickly! Before he's washed overboard!
Come, we should lend what aid we can.
I have not seen the ocean rage with such fury before or since. The heaving waves tossed our ship about like a toy, sending sailors tumbling. The dauntless Alizé, quick to the rescue, was almost lost to the sea herself. Meanwhile, our champion rushed to deploy the vessel's magical defenses, and thereby shield us from the lightning. What an extraordinary life he must lead to be able to operate such a device with practiced ease.
Yeah, we've kind of been doing this for a while.
Vuklamat, too, threw herself into the rescue efforts, though one might have mistaken her for another soul in distress.
Wuss.
By the time the unruly seas had calmed, our strength was all but spent, and we had yet to even glimpse the shores of Tural. In retrospect, of course, that battle against the storm would prove a fitting prelude to the coming contest for the throne.
So he's talking like this was the past. So everything was okay? What's going on? These lighting effects, they're just showing off now.
Morning. Joining us for some fresh air? Seems my belly has settled along with the weather, but I'll feel much better once we're on solid ground. Can't be much farther now, can it?
Seabirds. Land must be near. You need only hold out a while longer.
For a dark moment, I thought the ocean might swallow us. Glad to have my pessimism proven wrong.
In other good news, I examined the sailor who took a fall, and he's faring well. I'm sure he'll make a full recovery.
Good news indeed. If all's well, then we needn't delay in launching the landing boat. Ships have to lower anchors some way from shore. Too close, and they risk having their underbellies ripped open by the reefs that crowd Tuliolal's coasts. Come.
Thanks for bringing us all this way.
Omega Mac, what up,
We only
pimp?
did what we were paid to do. Couldn't
Atta,
hardly
partner.
set you adrift halfway.
How's your Sunday treating you, my friend? I hope you,
If anything,
yes,
it should
you
be
are
us
happy,
thanking
healthy,
you
and hydrated.
for helping us through that beast of a storm.
We're playing Final Fantasy XIV Dawn
As a matter
Trail.
of fact, everyone's starting to fancy your chances in the contest.
Glad to hear that, my friend.
At this rate, we won't be able to lay wagers no more.
Then I better not let you down.
Woo. And we are all buttered up right now.
Easy, stomach. Easy.
Yeah, that's not my character though.
We're the last to board.
That's not my character.
If there's
either.
nothing left to say, then let's shove off, shall we?
Yeah, let's shove off. That's not my character either. Those aren't my characters either. There we are. Back when I had long hair.
Blue seas, clear skies, and boundless possibilities. I dare say our destination will soon be in sight.
Look at these graphics, bro. They updated the graphics. This is a 10-year-old game, by the way. This MMO I've been playing for 10 years.
Enjoying yourself for a change?
There, look, my friends. Behold the scene of our next great adventure.
You can't really do much after you like save the universe a dozen times. So they're dialing it all back.
At last, we are come to the land you call the New World.
Bro.
To my home, Tural.
Yep. The new continent in this MMO is the West, so like it's very... There's gonna be some American style influences. Let's go.
Here we go again.
Oh yeah, it's a brand new expansion. It's the 7th one. I've played each one. Thank you, Damante, for cashing that in. Gracias. I had to do something different, a little something. Oh shit. So the creators of this, the producers, were like, this is essentially the summer vacation expansion. How many online Final Fantasies are there? This is the second one. Final Fantasy 11 was also an MMO, which is still going on. That had many expansions.
Gods, I've seen cities with an impressive mix of cultures, but this is something else.
USA, baby!
Is that a... No. I've never seen Vanu feathers in that color before.
What's that supposed to mean?
You'll find much here you never knew existed. There may be a sea route now, but visitors to Tulihyolal are still few and far between. And as we don't build seafaring ships, only a handful of Turali ever venture abroad.
That explains why you've never
Sellsworth
seen any
mostly.
cat girls in Eorzea.
Those willing to play the fool sail with Lominsan merchants to secure employment in Eorzea.
I suppose that makes us a rare sight in your country.
Rare and
The
currently
new one that just dropped was
undocumented.
16,
Were there
and it was
some
pretty
forms
divisive
we
because it
should
wasn't
fill
really an
out,
RPG,
or-
it was more like Devil May Cry. It was still a good game, but it just had nothing
Did
else
you
but
forget who
dreary,
you're traveling with?
sad. Like, the boss fights were awesome, but everything else was so painfully slow. Who also, the same producer did this game, by the way, Yoshi P. So Yoshi P made Final Fantasy 14
You are
and Final Fantasy
outsiders?
16.
Visitors to Tural?
Oh, yeah, for sure. Yoshi P,
We
the
are.
Mad Lad, said that he wanted to make another 10 years.
Our
worth of
nation
Final
is
Fantasy
soon to
14.
hold a right of succession to choose its next
There's a
dawn
bunch of
servant.
mobile games too.
We will
Final
not
Fantasy
abide
mobile
interference
games.
from
Mobius
foreign
Final Fantasy,
agents seeking
which
to
I played a
foment
lot of.
trouble.
Brave
What brings you to
Exvius.
Tulihyolal?
Excellent soundtracks
I can answer
too.
that. These fine people are allies in my succession bid.
Third promise. If you vouch for them, then all is well. Of course.
Please, accept our apologies.
No need to bow and scrape.
Oh, for real?
That our soldiers are so diligent in their duties
There we
fills
go.
me with pride.
We fix that. I'm still trying to get my levels right. I'm deaf in one ear, so it's hard for me to listen to these things.
We'll be continuing our patrol then.
Yeah.
Well, well. You really are a figure of authority here.
Are you suggesting I don't look the part?
You're a furry. I don't know what to make of you.
Anyway.
Well, we got elves and
first
cat
things
girls
first.
and bunny boys, so.
I bid you welcome to Tulicholal.
Turiola. Okay. I'm trying to remember how to say that. Turiola. Excuse me. I gotta pull out my level 90 character now in order to go on with the quest. Well, despite the storm's efforts to the contrary, here we are, safe and sound. You have arrived in Turiolal. You can return to the city at any time by speaking with the swarthy sailor in Scholar's Harbor in Old Charlian. While being on solid ground has improved Wak-Lamat's mood, her stomach appears to be lagging behind. Midriffs. Furry female midriffs. Alright then. First things first. Ugh. Still a bit queasy. No more boats for a while. I realize we just arrived, but we should get you familiar with the city before the rite of succession begins. No arguments here. I should very much like to explore. Then I'll guide you. Are you sure you're in any condition to do so? Ha! We were wondering who these strange folk were, so the third promise has found herself some new followers then. Followers. Wak-Lamat, are you unwell? No, not at all. Couldn't be better. The third promise does not get seasick. No, sir. As for my hand-picked entourage here, I've recruited them to help me win the rite of succession. I was about to show them around the city, in fact. That sounds lovely. But a group of foreigners is going to attract attention, especially if they're in the company of the third promise. Everyone will be curious. We certainly were. Your siblings have a tendency to command a respectable distance, but you're just so easy to approach. And I enjoy it so much when you do. Please don't ever worry that you're a bother to me. You're very kind. Good day to you, third promise. They did have a point. Wak-Lamat is technically royalty here. Like it or not, a person of her station surrounded by this many outsiders is bound to draw a crowd. Wait, what do you mean technically? I suggest we move in two groups as to attract less attention. Just technically ignoring me then. Ha! Etros, you and Kral can come with me. I'll take the twins then. We'll get in touch once we've had a good look around. That voyage was hard on all of us, so take it slow and recuperate. We have enough time for that. Enjoy your wanderings. Ha. Perhaps we should wait a bit, at least until Wak-Lamat's nausea subsides. No need for that. Look, I'm ready to go. Mary had a little lamb. I'm fine now, really. I can't stand around all day feeling sorry for myself. Well, with the contest looming and all. Hey, thanks for the lurk, Omega. Always appreciate your company. But before you go, let's go ahead and get you shouted out. You know how we do on this corner of the internet. Clash Royale. Oh, shit. That's crazy. Excellent content, my friend. Back to the game. Only vessels with shallow drafts can navigate the bay, mostly small fishing boats with barges ferrying cargo up and down the rivers from inland settlements. Much of the incoming traffic is from Yoke Toral.
His name is John C.
What's up, Hype the Commentator? How are you, my friend? I hope you, yes, you are happy, healthy, and hydrated. I hope you check out Hype the Commentator. He had an excellent call over the weekend for a gender reveal party. He did the Michael Cole thing at WrestleMania and then the Michael Cole thing at Backlash. And during the gender reveal match we had, during the pinfall, the last one, it was, it's...
Clip that real quick.
Boy. Excellent call, Hype.
Who's that Pokemon?
Good. I am Gucci. We're playing Final Fantasy XIV Dawn Trail. I'm high as fuck. Surprise, surprise. And I'm playing this game until I get too high to function on the internet. I'm not Ethan Ralph. Their wares are unloaded here and carted off to the merchant stalls in the neighboring markets. Back to the game. Speaking of which, blah, 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 blah. Whoops. It's a magical butter sundae, of course. And it's also a very warm day outside, so I plan on going in the pool. So I spent the better part of this entire week in the pool, which was nice. Place is beautiful. This is Bayside Bevy, Toriolo's largest marketplace, being right on the harbor. Everything from fresh fish to imported wares go directly to the shelves. Anything you want, they most likely have. Oh, right. I should mention that here in Toriolo, we buy things with Pel, a currency that the Pelu created. Jesus, with these names. With these names, bruh. But don't worry, more and more trade is coming in from Eorzea, so most shops are happy to accept your gill. And there's also Huachu Mekwemekwe, another market to the east of here, but that can wait for another time. I have other places I want to show you first. Next, we'll head back a bit, then northwards up the stairs to a certain plaza. I can't wait to see the look on your faces. I don't know, we're already looking at sexy bunny boys over here, so what else can be said? This place is teeming with culture. Sounded like an episode of Family Guy. Alright, so I am not a fan of that frame rate, so we're gonna fix that. See, fucked all my shit up. Ew, you see that? Ew. Ew, brother. Ew. What is that? What's that? Yeah, it's a little smoother. A little smoother. Everything's small though. They fucked it up. They fucked it up. Unwanted highlights. What up, pimp? How are you, my friend? Welcome to the shit show. Yes, thank you so much for hanging out with us on the YouTube side of things. We're trying to get this channel to partner, because if DSP,
who cares? Who cares?
can get his shit ass 3 channels to partner, I don't see why not. How are you, my friend? I hope your Sunday's agreeable. It is a magical butter day, which means I'm all buttered up on THC infused butter. All right, let's talk to the furry. What do you think of that? Goodness me, you have aetherites and churiolo. I think I told you before, but my brother Kona spent 3 years studying in Charlalian. He fell in love with the nation and its ways and brought back to us the knowledge, the aetherite construction. Ooh. Papa warmed to the idea at once and had one built immediately. Did you do the attuning thing? If you're ready to continue, we'll head down again and then up the slope to the right. At the top is the gate which leads to Zok Toral. Good luck trying to figure out how to pronounce any of these names. Let's make a stop at Bright Plume Post on the way, though. That's the headquarters for the Lands Guard. Before we do any of that, I need to fix this, because this is all fucked up. I fucked it all up. See, that's the frame rate I'm looking for. All right, let me fix this. I'm kind of neurotic about my health bars. I have to have them in a very specific way. There we go. I think all that works for me. But yeah, this is what I usually do on Sundays. Every Monday through Friday, I play Stepmania, which is kind of like my upper. I'm all geeked up on Bulletproof Coffee, which is, interestingly enough, a butter that you put into your coffee, which is a stark contrast to my late night chill stream, which is usually a more laid back affair. But then on Sundays, I treat myself and I do a little Review Tech USA style magical butter stream. I had a lot of fun doing that with Cyberpunk 2099. And, oh, I haven't even attuned to the Aetherite yet. Ignore me. Let's get this bread. Yeah, there we go. You hear this shit, bro? This music is crazy. Discuss Trulliolo's elevation. We have a lot of narrow, winding streets that crawl up the sides of the mountain. As you can see, though, the builders made sure the city's main thoroughfares were wide enough to accommodate wagons. Very nice. Trudging up and down all these slopes and stairs is exhausting. I understand now where Lulak Wak Lamak gets her endless endurance. Ayo. Damn, the city is big. Look how pretty it is, though. Get my etherite. Here we are, Bright Bloom Post. The soldiers stationed here are responsible for defending Turliala, and preserving the peace. Mage Sight, what is up, pimp? How are you, my friend? I hope you are happy, healthy, and hydrated. I hope your Sunday is agreeable with you. Today's Sussy Baka Sunday is being brought to you by the Magical Butter Machine. Excellent clip, my friend. Thank you for sharing with the class. Stayed up way too late playing the first Descendants with Gladia. I heard that's a pretty good game. I've been seeing a lot of people playing it. What did you think? The Land's Guard are led by our nation's strongest warrior back to the game, and so naturally Papa has commended them since the beginning. At least until 3 years ago, when Zoral Jah took over as commander. The title is no empty honor. It means the first promise is considered equal to the Dawn Servant in martial strength. Whatever that means. Meanwhile, I haven't even managed to... I'll discuss my brothers and their accomplishments later. Alphanode and Alizé should be around to hear it too. Come on, it's time I showed you the Sky Gate. It's right at the northern end of the Talon March. Very good. You have fun stuff and free. It just costs you time. Ha! Ha! I've heard that one before. So what is it? It's like a shooter or something? Is this another shooter? Or is this another Overwatch game? Ever play Warframe? Oh my god. Yes. And I loved it. Or Destiny? Yes. I did not love Destiny. But I loved Warframe. I fucks with that. Massive, isn't it? I've never heard that before. And on the other side is an equally massive bridge to match. Both were constructed by a race of giants. The Huk Yuk Hoi. Oh no. Oh no. It's basically Warframe. Oh my god. You're gonna make me do it. Strictly speaking, Terrell is actually two separate continents. Yuk Terrell, the southern lands of the mother, and Zok Terrell, the northern lands of the father, which lie beyond the bridge. Legends say it used to be one giant landmass, but long, long ago, the two gods fought in a titanic battle. And when one threw the other to the ground, the impact was so devastating as to split the continent in twain. A familiar sounding tale I'm put in mind of the conflict between Hydaelyn and Zodiark. But getting back to Zok Terrell, those lands are also part of the Turrialal nation, correct? That's right. Isn't my father incredible? He united the peoples of two continents into a single nation. The many clans of Terrell had been at war for generations. It was only when Papa traveled the lands to put a stop to their myriad conflicts that we finally had peace. And that's the main reason I wanted to win the throne, so I can preserve the peace he built. But I see you're more interested in what's behind the gate than hearing about my aspirations. Crossing the bridge to Zoctoral requires a special travel pass. Unfortunately, they don't issue any new permits until the Rite of Succession is over. I promise to get you one when I'm Dawn Servant, but until then, you'll just have to wait. Aww. I'll hold you to that. Then I'll make sure you win. Mark my words. I wish you can get there right now. There you go. I got you up, bro. Going to get some coffee and food. Well, thank you so much, my friend. Spoilers ahoy. I don't know how far Gladia is in Dawn Trail. I saw she was playing 14 a while ago. But she was doing the Omega Raid stuff, so I don't know if that was a queue. She's done? God damn. Dawn Trail? A week? A week? Sheesh. We must have covered half the city by now. Tulialal is unlike any other place I've visited. I'm thoroughly enjoying myself. You just gotta prepare for raid season. Good God, man. Mountain Chromite weapon coffer. Wak Lamat is ready to commence the second half of her Tulialal tour. We'll head west next towards the Arch of the Dawn. The dirigible landing is on the way. You have dirigibles too? Tulialal certainly doesn't want for methods of travel. We get by. Now, if you've seen enough of this area, let me know and we'll continue on. Mary had a little lamb. Thanks, Mage. Appreciate you. Did I get you up on the shoutouts? Fuck it, we're doing it now. We did actually, now I'm thinking about it. We'll definitely shout you out on your way.
I thought I had that working. Oh, that's right.
Did I get that one?
But all the way on.
Sure I did. Yeah.
I don't know where it is.
This town's huge. I'm still struggling to conceive how one could construct an entire city on the side of a mountain. This was originally the site of a Yokhoi temple. The giants built it when they were first making the bridge to Taktaral to appease the god who slumbers in the great ocean trench. After the Yokhoi withdrew, the temple stood empty for centuries. So when Papa was establishing his new nation, he saw a structure he could refurbish into a palace, sitting practically in the center of Taral. He gathered artisans to do the work, and the houses they built for themselves became the foundation of the city you see today. Very nice. Speaking of houses, we'll be passing through the Resplendent Order, the biggest residential district in Tulial. Climb these set of stairs here, all the way up. Nobody can stop me. I'm all the way up. Chee. Going up. Get all the way up. Aww. That's sweet. It's getting better. Stop. Discuss the palace. Papa's place is called Volkshuna, which roughly translates to invincible resilience. You probably want to take a closer look, but we'll be coming back here later. Let's move on for now. Discuss the palace. The sheer scale of this place is incredible. I wonder what that carving at the top represents. Let's find out. can't jump over that. So this is the Resplendent Order. What manner of people live here? Oh, we have residents from all the Yogg-Toroll clans. Mamulja, Zabral, Pelepelu, Moblin, Hanu. We also have Tonawakata, Kretsaru, and Shetona, who moved south from their ancestral lands in Yogg-Toroll. In essence, it's a gathering of people from every corner of Toroll, a true representation of Toroll's diverse character. The adornments on each building contribute to the eclectic cultural aesthetic. It's also beautiful. I'm glad you think so. Come, we continue down the stairs. Bro, just like, how are they even keeping track of how to pronounce and spell all this shit? Hello. Fuck it, we ball. And here are dirigibles. Not bad, eh? I hear other nations use airships to sail the skies, but you'll only find balloons here in Toliol. We have them for the exact same reason as the Aetherites. Oana brought back the plans from Charlayan, and Papa thought them fantastic and commissioned their construction. This was around 3 years ago. Since that time, we've added flights to other settlements. Trade with frontier communities has never been easier. But that's enough about dirigibles. Dirigibles. The Arch of the Dawn awaits. Alpaca keep. Hey, yo, we got alpacas. Welcome. If it's an alpaca you need, then look no further. Before we get you saddled up, I'll need to add your name to our register. It'll make things smoother for the next time you need a ride. Ooh. Well, shit. They got chocobo. They got alpacas instead of chocobos. This is it, the Arch of the Dawn. When the Giants were still here, it was known as the Yogg-Toroll Land Gate, but when Papa founded Toliol, everyone began using its present name in honor of his great achievement. Though this gate is Kozama Uka, the wetland south of the city, depending on what the right of succession asks of us, we might end up going in that direction. What? Kozama Uka. The name alone is intriguing. Yes, because it's impossible to remember. Speaking of which, what were those fluffy animals we passed earlier? Ah, those are alpacas. Fearsome, four-legged fiends. Fearsome. They seem quite placid to me. You'll learn soon enough, Kryle. You'll learn soon enough. But forget the alpacas. I have something far more important to show you. Come along. you wish to learn the history of Turiel, then look no further. These stone pillars, you mean? Trial regards the stone pillars curiously. What is special about these pillars, if I may ask? At a glance, they may look like ordinary stone decorations. But if you take a really good look, you'll see that there's something much more interesting. I'm never gonna not hear that. Mary had a little lamb. Why? What? Why? Why would I even want that? Trash. The following event cannot be skipped. You may wish to cancel any pending duty finder registrations. Ooh. Pictures? No. These are glyphs. They seem to tell a series of stories, many of them featuring a two-headed Mamlul Jah. Oh, then this must be... That's right, it follows the exploits of my father, Grul Jaja, and his journey to unite our lands. We call it the Troyolial Saga. The deeds he performed and the bonds he forged, all memorialized in stone. There's no better way to learn how Turiel came to be. Study them as long as you like. The 4 stones closest to us cover the first half of Papa's travels. Let's start with those. This pillar tells the lay of the Brotherhood. It depicts the scene where Papa granted an audience to the foreign explorer, Ket something. I never remember the name. You mean Kenton Ram? Ah, that's the one. Kenton Ram's arrival in Tural is what prompted Papa to embark on his own journey. It is said the two grew to be close friends, brothers in spirit, if not in blood, but no one knows what became of the explorer in later years. Kenton Ram's disappearance is a mystery in Eorzea as well. The records say he traveled between our lands and yours for a while. Then it was assumed he was lost at sea. Here we have the Lay of Reeds. This is the story of when Papa visited the Han Yuyanu in their village in Kozama Uka. Ah, the people Alphanode almost mistook for Vanu Vanu, if not for the colorful plumage. He spent a fair bit of time among the Vanu in the Sea of Clouds, so it's no surprise he took an interest in your countrymen. I don't know how it is with you or Vanu, but our Hanu are a bright and cheerful sort. They hold this one festival every year, very famous, and a lot of fun. Let's see, this one is the Lay of Pots, which depicts the moblins of Kozama Uka. They might wear odd masks and sound weirdly muffled when they talk, but the gold and silverwork they sell is the best you'll find anywhere. Moblin goods are the standard when it comes to gift giving. Clearly, the Vanu aren't the only people with distant Tural counterparts. This one recounts the Lay of Repast. As you could probably tell, the figure depicted here is of the Zabral, like me. For decades, Zabral and Mamul Jah were at war for the control of the forest of Yakchel. The actions Papa took to end that conflict have since been hailed as the first steps in the founding of Turiolal. Ah, these words! This is the clan of Hrothgar in Boja, known as Helians. In their society, the women rule as queens, and the men serve as devoted subjects. Yet here in Chiral, Zabral men and women appear to be of equal status. How dramatically culture can vary with location. Wow, what are they trying to say? If you're done with the first half, we can move on to the second. You mean there's more names and places that I'm going to need to remember, but I can't pronounce? Oh, boy. Lay of Gold. The Lay of Gold. This pillar shows one of the Pelu, whose homeland is in that place. Having created our currency, the Pelu are rightfully known as the Merchant Clan. They oversee Toliola's markets, and their traveling peddlers are a common sight no matter where you go in Toral. Don't let their size fool you. They might be mistaken as children, but beneath those beaked masks, they are clever and calculating traders. Whoa. Whoa. Lay of Ice. Ah, this one's my favorite. The Lay of Ice. It depicts a battle within the legendary Toral Vidal. Jesus! Words! I should explain. A Toral Vidal is a creature that has lived far beyond its usual lifespan and had awakened to preternatural power. Tataro described the Far Eastern aspices in similar fashion. Could this be the same phenomenon? Valley Garmanda itself was dubbed the Sky Ruin, a name earned for its destruction and terror it visited upon Toral every time it stirred from its slumber. But 80 years or so ago, its ruinous reign was brought to an end. After a great struggle, Papa and his comrades managed to overcome the raging Vidral and sealed it away in the Despite its reputation, however, Valley Garmanda is also a symbol of power. That's why you'll see its likeness on Territorial's national emblem and adorning the banners at the palace. Guys, what is with these names, bro? Like, Blank Pillar, let's go. Oh, this one is unmarked. Papa says he left a blank pillar for the next chapter of Turiolal's history, whatever that might be. Lay of Proof. Ah, the Lay of Proof. That big fellow is of the Yukloi and the largest of Toral's peoples. These giants once used their great size and strength to establish a dominion encompassing all of Tok'Ural. Having brought the southern reaches to heel, they then turned northward, setting their sights on Zok'Toral. You'll recall that massive bridge they built beyond the Sky Gate. Sometime after launching their northern campaign, however, they just gave up. They abandoned the lands they conquered and withdrew into the mountains of Upolka. That place, I've never seen their kind so much as set foot in the city. This was a people with the power and resourcefulness to raise a temple on a mountaintop and build a bridge across the sea with stone. What would move them to renounce their ambitions and their place in Toral history? Had your fill of history then? Yes, more than enough. Thanks. Glad to hear it. You know, I feel awfully hungry all of a sudden. No surprises there, seeing I couldn't keep anything down for a while. But now I think I'm ready to eat again. Let's go have ourselves a bite of the local delicacy. Come, I'll take you to the best restaurant in the city. I like the sound of that. Have you ever had tacos? They're a Tololia classic. You bake a crunchy shell made from corn flour and fill it with meat and salad. I know what tacos are. A lot of shops and stalls sell them, but I like how they're made here at Zabalava Thai the best. I need one night in front of me right now. Let's head downstairs and place an order with Old Berg Evu. Whoever that is. Yo, I'm getting rid of my minion. He'd be pissing me off.
Evo! My companions must sample your heavenly tacos. One for each of us, please.
Right away, promise. And I'll pack them tight with my choicest feelings. Only the best for you and your friends.
Did you hear the Silver Scales are back? Seems their overseas foray ended in disaster. More than half their warband is missing, including their leader.
Aye. And now keen to rebuild their broken reputations, the survivors seek the Golden City. A fool's errand. How many hopefuls have disappeared in search of that fable? They should count their lucky stars they came home alive at all.
The legend of the Golden City is well known here, I take it.
It is, but as no one's ever seen it, many question if there is any truth to the tale. Like our skeptical Erinville.
I can't imagine the Dawn Servant would request a formal survey for a place that doesn't exist.
Now to find a spot with a pleasant view to enjoy our crunchy spoils. Oh!
Oh, asshole.
Oh!
If it isn't the third promise.
Oh, no.
I don't know these ones. New salt.
Dredge from foreign waters is my guess, brother.
Of course, that's it. Wuklamat is so afraid of the coming contest that she went crying for special help.
Special.
Was there something you wanted, Bakul Jaja?
The third promise remembers us! Such an honor.
Glory on your name, brother.
And on yours, brother.
I know my rivals for the throne. Nothing more.
Another child of the Dawn Servant?
No, this brute.
We have no ties to their farce of a family. Unlike the sneevling housecut, we are blessed siblings, the elevated chosen. We alone are fit to succeed Golul Jaja as Dawn Servant.
All peoples are equal in Tulihyola. Your heritage gives you no greater claim to the throne.
Ha! Shall we test that idea here and now? See if your strength is equal to ours.
None of this has any bearing on the right of succession, correct? Best not waste your energies on pointless scuffles.
Tell him, Kryle. Y'all be acting a fool. Shut up. Shut up, beat.
The kitten comes to the house cat's defense. Pathetic. Since when was our nation overrun by mewling weaklings?
Ah!
Listen to me, you.
What about the tacos?
A two-headed mamulja. I knew of them, but that's the first I've seen in the flesh.
Some get it into their twin heads that they're destined to follow in my father's footsteps. So they travel to distant lands to hone their battlecraft. Those are likely the ones you've heard about.
Are there other two-headed claimants?
No, just Bakul Jaja. Even in Tural, his kind are far from common. The Mamulja people largely belong to one of three clans. The Hubigo, the Bunewa, and the Dopro. Every once in a great while, a two-headed offspring is born from a union between the brown-scaled Hubigo and the blue-scaled Bunewa. The child grows to possess immense strength, both physical and magical.
Blessed siblings indeed.
Yeah, but they're assholes.
Forget them. Let's go and buy more tacos. I can think of nothing better to rid me of this bad taste in my mouth.
Enjoying your tour of the city, I trust. We've seen our share of notable sights and took a moment to rest. As such, we're ready to present ourselves at the palace for the rite of succession. Shall we meet you there?
The palace it is. I'll let Wuklamart know. Destiny calls. Perhaps we can return for more tacos later?
Perhaps.
So it goes.
Ha! And so it goes. Well, guys, we're going to end it here. Thank you all so much for hanging out with me today. It was an incredible evening of streaming. I want to get a quick swim in before I have dinner. And then NXT is tonight. I will be watching that. All buttered up. I cannot wait. It has been an excellent week, and it is all because of each and every one of you, from the Stepmania streams Monday through Friday to the late night chill streams, Monday Night Brawl, No Waifu Wednesday, Free for All Friday, and then of course Sussy Baka Sunday. You are all absolute legends. Give yourselves a round of applause. Big ups to Jess Cup and Unwanted Highlights all the way over on YouTube. You are all legends. Yes, you. Thank you, Mage Sight, for hanging out with us here today. Thank you, Hype the Commentator, for stopping by. Omega Man 10. Thank you, Dom. And Damonte for subbing to the channel. Thank you, Prolocar, for stopping by. And then, of course, thank each and every one of you that has been watching this on the replay. We're trying to get the YouTube channel to partner. Every moment counts. So anytime that you spend here with us is appreciated. Thank you all so much. Let's take a look-see at who we have here on Twitch that we can potentially raid out to. If you have any recommendations, please do let me know in the chat. And I do believe we're going to raid Riley. She is playing Final Fantasy right now as well. So please do show her the same love and support that you've been showing me. She also plays Stepmania. A lot better than me. But with all that being said, thank you all so much. I hope you all are happy, healthy, and hydrated. And do not forget, most of all, do not forget to stay tuned because a lot more good stuff is coming. All right, till then, take care.